Welcome back to another video. So I hope everybody got what they wanted from Santa. And now that we have gotten past Christmas, we got to start looking forward to the new year. And I'm telling y'all, I think we have a very big year in crypto coming up. So we want to be as prepared as possible. We want to be involved in as many projects as we can as far as passive income. Because while we're sleeping at night, passive income's making us money. And while we're at work, with our real job, passive income's making us money somewhere else. So I think we all need to be prepared for that. Get involved in some projects, especially projects that don't have a lot of, high end cost or anything like that that we can get involved in. So first thing is my YouTube page. Make sure y'all have subscribed to the YouTube page. I have many different videos on it. Again, also with it being the holidays, I went and added a cooking video for y'all. Another cooking video with gumbo. And I actually dropped 100 kills on Call of Duty the other night. And for those who don't play Call of Duty, 100 kills in a game is very, very good. My high before that was 80, and I surpassed that. So I also have a bonfire video of the bonfires we do around Louisiana. So in our area. So please go check that out. Make sure you like them, to help me out. That I'm putting all this effort for y'all and trying to do some different type of content. And at some point, I'm thinking that I'm going to have to separate my YouTube channel, which I never thought I would have to. But from what I understand and what I'm keep being told is that me doing these variety type of videos is actually hurting my channel because of the algorithm and stuff. So I might have to do a Grumpy Dad crypto channel like this one, keep it like this, and then do a Grumpy Dad lives in South Louisiana for all my other type of stuff like that. Because we do have a hunting trip coming up this weekend. I'm looking forward to that. It's supposed to get down in the high 20s, which for Louisiana is very rare, especially for South Louisiana. But I am hunting in North Louisiana. But it's going to be a good trip, just to, again, to get away. But we want to be prepared for this New Year's coming in. So make sure that you are subscribed to my YouTube page, please. And also, I am on X, Twitter, whatever like that. The Grumpy Dad, or at Grumpy Dad 56. Make sure y'all join it. We're keeping up with the Bit Harvest guys. Y'all know that, and they're supposed to have a big announcement coming up. So make sure that you are watching what Bit Harvest does. Make sure you're following that. That's their X account is at BitHarvest_Luna, Luna. They're also on Discord, and they have a lot of updates and a lot of very active group that's in there. And we're also on X Fallen Wingbits. Wingbits also has some announcements that they have come out with, and we want to make sure that we're on top of all the stuff that's going on. So don't forget the Bit Harvest website, bitharvest.studio, and wingbits.com. I am going to also say, remember, though this is financial advice, this is just what I'm getting involved in, what I'm passionate about right now. I am not being compensated at all by any of these projects. I am not getting any kind of free coins, anything for free at all. This is what I'm involved in. I also have some demo devices for my cars coming in, and I'm about to pull a trigger on, Christmas. I had to pay for stuff for the kids and stuff like that, to be all honest. I'm not, again, the channel used to be called, Grumpy Poor Dad for a reason, but next payday, I'm probably pulling the trigger on a Weather XM device. I still cannot decide if I want the helium version or the regular version. I'd like to be able to support my miners in my area, since I own 90% of the miners in my area. But I don't know. I can't decide on that. But so make sure y'all are following wingbits.com and their Discord, Bit Harvest Studio, and everything they got going on. They got a new video up showing also what some of their stuff looks like. Make sure you check that video out. It's also on their Discord also. So continuing with our series on eating crow and putting devices back onto helium, I decided to do a video on putting my MNTD back. So you'll go to hub.nebra.com and you can see a couple of different things that they have going on over there. But when you hit your make on the left, which in this case is the rack MNTD, you will search for rack MNTD and hit that software. They do have SD card instructions if you want it, but you want to hit download image so you can download the most current image. In this case, even though it's December, right now it's October 28th, 2023 is their last firmware. You'll see it updating in the top right. So you also have to make sure you have a new SD card in some type of card writer hooked to your computer. So there's also instructions if you want to see those instructions, and you can click on those. So one thing you do have to make sure is if you took the radio and hat off of that monitor, you have that same hat back. So now that we have that downloaded, we're going to open up we're going to open up Balena Etcher as a administrator. Next, you will choose add from file, and you'll find a file that you just downloaded. When you find a file in the download section, you'll double click on that. You also have the device already clicked, and you'll hit flash. It'll decompress that file, and then we'll begin to write to that new SD card. It'll say validating at the end, and then it will say flash completed. You then will take that out. Alright, so when you take the card out, I just wanted to show you all exactly where this goes in case you forgot, and you have to make sure that label goes down on your SD card. This is the Pi hat or the radio. It should very gently, easily go down into those pins. Do not force it. If you're forcing it, it's possibly bent. Alright, the fun part is getting this cap back over the top. If you have it, you have to have this cap because of the antenna connector, or I would have just left it off. So now that we got that on there, make sure you put that very gently back onto the connector in there on top of that hat. I use a little flathead screwdriver to push it down. And here we go, putting the SD card in, flip it over so that the little label is on bottom and the contacts are on top, just like that. And we got it back together. I have my antenna connected to it. I got a Cat5 network cable or Cat6 network cable plugged in, and now I'm plugging my power in. I see a little red light inside, so I know it's got power, and I see my red light right here, and then a green light should start flashing, letting you know that there's some kind of action going on. It's reading the software. And do not touch this for the next probably 15-20 minutes so I can download the newest software on here. So after a good, I would say 15 to 20 minutes, you can then find the IP for your device and go to it, and you should be greeted with a NEBR screen. We know we got a good thing here. So your password is going to be your MAC address for the device on the Ethernet side, all capital letters, no colons in it. Here I got, now it says all okay, so that's a good sign. And when you click over on the helium section, you should see the name of your hotspot. On the right, it should have 2 check marks also, and you can also update your device host name if you wish by using some of the options on the left side. And then what I do is I go to Moken, or the explorer.moken, moken.io, which will bring you to this. This is what I found right now the best thing. Hotspotty, it has too many ads and it's got too many issues. But if you know what hex you were in at one time, you can click on that hex to find your device. It might take several hours for it to update this, but you know, I'm just clicking on random ones right now to use for example. So say this is your device. When you click on this, it will tell you active and tell you what the transmit scale is and tell you what your earnings are and that kind of stuff like that. But again, it takes several hours for this to update. But usually I wait almost overnight before I start worrying. But if you can get to it with that local IP, that's all it really takes. So you might want to use this for you know, your devices for now. This is what I've been using to see what kind of, you know, where I'm witnessing and those type of things like that, like we used to use the Helium Explorer for. So I hope that didn't go too fast for y'all. I know some of y'all wanted a longer video than the one I did previous when I did a short on putting your helium monitor back online. That, you know, those have to stay under a minute. So I wanted to put it a little bit longer for y'all, but I hope I didn't go too fast, because I'm, you know, I know some people don't want my videos being that long. So again, please like this video, subscribe if you can. I'm trying to get my subscribers up and all that. Take a cruise through my YouTube page and my X and different things like that. Also, I did a live video the other night from bonfires and different things like that. I don't know why it's not showing up, but thank y'all very much. And hey, there's other videos y'all like to see. I'm hoping I can demonstrate my demo soon, unboxing and setting it up, because those should be in soon, and I'm eager to get started on that. So thank y'all, and if this is the last video y'all happen to watch before New Year's, Happy New Year to y'all. But I know I'll be out with some more videos before then. Thank y'all.